Okay, let me ask you a
It's
question. Let me ask you a question. So I know that this is a kind of an elusive term that people don't really like. So alphas and betas, because a lot of people take, offense to that kind of
Yeah.
terminology. But I think it's good in a sense that it kind of gives us a two different spectrums of men that we have in the world today. But would you say that there's more betas than there is alphas in the world? And by betas and alphas, I mean like traditionally strong masculine men versus effeminate,
Yeah.
weak,
Well, obviously there's
emotional.
more quote unquote betas in the world. Like it's obvious by the amount of incels there are and like men that are
Okay,
have no drive or
so
anything.
would you? So I think it's fair to say that everyone would agree that there is a definitely a mass supply of betas in society,
Yes.
isn't there? And so if you have a mass, supply of betas in society, doesn't that mean that women have more control because they have more men that are willing to do what they want them to do
Well, but they have more
because
control over the
they're thirsty?
betas.
Hmm?
They have more
exactly.
control
I
over the
agree with
betas,
Alex.
but they don't have more control
Hmm?
Exactly.
when
But the
it
Exactly.
betas
Yeah,
don't
but
have any
there's more
control.
betas. So, for
If you're a
example, look at
beta, you
Mark
don't
Zuckerberg.
control anything.
Look at Mark
So the whole
Zuckerberg,
argument
or
is, but Mark Zuckerberg is nothing. Mark Zuckerberg is just a puppet
no,
from
he's,
the
but he's definitely a beta.
yeah.
Like you can't
Of
make this
course,
shit.
he's a
Like
beta.
he is like the person. Like if you had to go and design a beta, like if you had to go to a computer and like
But
build an avatar and make up like design the perfect beta, it would be Mark
He's
Zuckerberg.
still a millionaire
He's
though,
like
so
like the like he is like the Jesus
I know,
beta.
but
So like if men had an like who would be the alpha man if we had to, like a lot of people say Adonis and
William Wallace.
Giga Chad. But if
But
it,
you just mean I don't get that because are you talking in a physical sense? Are you talking
I'm
in a
talking in
monetary
total,
sense?
dude. Look, in physical sense, Mark Zuckerberg is like the full definition. Like if he swallowed a black pill, he'd jump off a cliff years ago.
So
So this
No,
guy
no,
is
because
literally,
but
basically
maybe
this guy's
the issue,
married.
the
He has
problem is
kids. He's a fucking billionaire. How the fuck is that beta?
dude. Are you
You're
no,
kidding
meaning
me?
that
he's a
he
beta.
looks like a
No,
beta.
Dude, no, no, no. He
no, no,
doesn't
no,
look like everything. The way he speaks, the way
no.
he runs his
Yes.
companies, the way he lies, the way that he's a
Okay.
freaking coward, the
Can
way
I
that he's
define why I
sneaky
believe
and
that
he's a
he's
scheming
a
dude.
beta?
All those are beta traits. A masculine dude doesn't
Yes, yes,
hide
yes.
behind
So
shit. Doesn't
explain.
doesn't try and, oh, I want to unite the world. I want to
Okay,
bring
so
the world.
but just a
Dude,
story
this is the most
that was
beta
all
that you
over.
can get, dude. Being
Just a
beta
story
doesn't mean that
from
you're
last
dumb,
week
dude.
that everybody was talking about. That he had to throw the FBI under the bus, right?
Exactly.
So there you have a perfect beta example of what kind of person he
Exactly.
is, right?
He's not somebody who
So,
stands behind his beliefs and behind what, oh, we like to send.
for
No,
example,
everything he's
Sam
always the good
Harris,
guy.
you could say that Sam Harris is not a beta. You can say that Sam Harris is an alpha because Sam Harris is willing to destroy his career to show that okay, I don't like Donald Trump, so I buried the story of the Hunter Biden's laptop. Yeah, I'm a dirty guy. I did it because I don't like Donald Trump.
Exactly.
That's an
Exactly.
alpha for me. Okay,
That
that's a
yeah,
perfect
exactly.
example of an alpha. And he
Yeah.
ruined his career, and everybody knows that he's a phony and that he's a liar and that he's a fake guy and that he's been fake his whole career. But he doesn't care because I'm Sam Harris. I'm the smartest guy in the academia community, right? But the the guy from Facebook, he can't do the same thing.
Because he's a
So
beta.
that would be
It's
a
not
perfect
even because he
example of
doesn't have
beta.
the power. Because he
No,
But
doesn't.
Facebook,
well, but
everybody
also
knows.
if
Every,
you ran Facebook and you had a left leaning, let's say, if you ran Facebook and your
but
goal
bro, but everybody knows that
censor,
Facebook is a
yeah, yeah,
CIA
whatever.
operation.
But what I'm
Everybody
trying to
knows.
Whatever,
say,
whatever. The guy's.
He's just working
what
for
I'm
the
trying to
CIA.
say that
He's an
even if you were the
employee.
most alpha guy in the world, I wouldn't come out and I would say, "Oh yeah, I definitely suppressed the Hunter Biden laptop story because I wanted Biden to win the election because I have 3.5 billion users, half of which are Republicans or half of which are from the right, and I have shareholders that if I were to make an
But it doesn't
admittance
matter
like
because
that."
he's not in control. That's the problem. He's not in control. This
Yeah, but
guy
we can go to
has
whether or
zero
not it's a
control over his
CIA
platform.
operation and it's all run by the government or so. I'm just saying, as this example of alpha and beta, Like you can't just come out. Let's say this will affect your stock price if you say, "Oh yeah, we're definitely censoring people we don't agree with." Then people are going to be like, "What the fuck? I'm going to stop using this service," and your
What
your
people?
your shares would
No,
go
no,
down.
what people? That's the problem. That. I think that's where the whole problem originates from, because that's the beta way of thinking. Is, oh, I need to do this because a masculine frame doesn't think like that. A masculine frame says, "Fuck, this is what I believe in, and this is what I stand by, and this is what I'm gonna." And if people don't like it, fuck off.
You can say that though because you don't have anything on the line though.
He doesn't have
Yeah,
anything
that's
on the
the
line, dude. He works for the government.
Yeah,
He's
yes.
a pawn.
true. I
You
mean,
know
but
He's a
we
what I
can go,
mean?
government
but we're
employee.
just
Read
using him
him.
as a
He
case
gets the
example.
email. He gets the email. He gets the
Yeah,
email in his
he
inbox
gets that email
with the
because
program,
he's a
and there he
freaking beta,
basically needs
dude.
to follow
That's
the
why.
program.
Because a
That's
masculine
it.
guy and his friend wouldn't do
So
something like that.
who do you think is an alpha nowadays,
Elon
Miguel?
Sam
Musk.
Hyde.
Elon
I don't
Musk,
think.
Sam
No, I think
Harris.
Elon is more like a Sigma. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would say, and it's not about lying, and it's not about that kind of stuff.
No,
Because,
Right, right.
why I
It's
say Elon Musk.
because
Elon
for me,
Musk. Elon Musk
an
is
alpha,
willing to
and
cheat.
we,
He's willing to steal. He's willing to lie. He's willing to. He's willing to do whatever he has to do to to be successful. He doesn't care. If I need to kill somebody, I'll kill somebody. That's Elon Musk. That's why he's a criminal. That's why he should
Yeah,
be
but
in
that's more
jail,
like a
the
basically.
sigma, like
Uh,
Miguel said.
but but Mark Zuckerberg is a
an
beta
alpha is
100%. Mark Zuckerberg is a beta 100% because he would not be willing to kill or to do something illegal, even though he's done a lot of illegal things. That he should also be in jail. Mark Zuckerberg should also be in jail. But he's basically okay. I'm the PR guy for the CIA, so I need to behave, and I'm gonna
Who
follow
was
the
your
script. I'm
example,
gonna follow
Miguel, of an alpha?
for me, an alpha, and you know who I'm gonna say, Orange Bad
Andrew
Man.
Tate.
Orange or for
Donald
me he's
Trump.
an alpha, and the reason, yeah, and for me the reason why he's an alpha is that he can lie, he can cheat, he can steal, he can do his he can be
no.
scheming,
Trump
and he
is
can do all his,
definitely an alpha.
but he's an alpha
Definitely, definitely.
because
Yeah,
the
I mean,
dude
he got
literally
divorced and he got a new wife. I
the
mean,
dude literally used to hang out with Jeffrey Epstein, and he just shrugs it off like, I used to know the guy, didn't like him. You know what I mean? He's like, boom, straight in your. You don't have. He's not trying. He's not trying to get your appreciation. He doesn't want you to like him, and I think that's a general masculine trait that makes a man alpha.
okay,
Is I don't need
what
you to
about
like
Obama?
me.
did any of you guys see that? There's like this YouTube boxing event, and Sam Hyde, the comedian, he had a boxing match, right? So throughout the whole week, he's talking with a fake Irish accent, like in
Yeah.
all his interviews. So basically, he fights. He wins the fight by knockout, right? And then the guy comes up to him and he's like, so who do you want to call out?" And he's like, in a full Irish accent. This dude isn't Irish. He's like from Wisconsin or something. He's like, "Hassan Piker, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna go to your house in Los Angeles and I'm gonna kill you." And the guy's like, "You mean in the ring?" And he's like, "No, in real life."
Yeah. I'm gonna wear your skin like a coat.
You see,
Oh,
somebody like Hassan for me is tricky because he looks alpha to a certain degree.
But then he paints
bro,
his
that
nails.
dude wears nail polish, man, and makeup.
The, exactly, but then
Yeah.
he's got these weird things that I don't understand. Like it's like he was designed to be alpha, but he just
Who's that?
for
Who's that?
Hassan Piker. But for some reason, he just
Oh.
I don't know. He kind of gave it. He went to the dark side or something.
He's
I
in
really
hiding
don't
now, man.
understand. But one of the traits, I think one of the biggest traits of a beta for me, one of the biggest traits for me that makes a man beta, irrespective of how they look, how they dress, how much money they have, how much success or whatever, is the ability to scheme in a very immoral way. You see what I mean?
What?
The ability to be disingenuous
No,
in a
I know
very
what you
immoral
mean.
way.
oh, that's a
No,
beta.
I know, Miguel.
For me,
Yeah,
that is the like the main characteristic for me when I'm judging another person, and you encounter these people at work as
For me, it's
well.
very easy. The
You know what
difference
I
between
mean?
the two. I have two
And
words
that's why I'm
that
generally afraid. I'm before
define
you say that, Gabriel.
beta and
That's
alpha.
why I'm generally afraid of people that are too nice at work. that are
Mm.
that you know what I mean?
Miguel, I mean, you hit the nail on the head with this because there. I mean, this one's getting posted, right?
Yeah, this is getting posted. So X person.
Well, but basically, no, no. I mean,
Professor
honestly, there are
X.
some people.
This no, this isn't
Professor. Well,
Minecraft. This isn't Minecraft.
no, no, no. I just mean like the archetype of what Miguel is saying is like someone that will come up to you, right, and they'll be like, "Oh, so and so person is like this, and that," and you as like a neutral person, I'll be like, what do you want me to say to this? You know what I mean? Like this is a colleague of mine that you're talking about. You know what I mean? And you're both like higher up than us. You know what I mean? So I don't know what like why you think you would ingratiate yourself to me by putting someone else down? You know what I mean? And then to that person's face, you're being like nice. Like everything is under the guise of like being a nice guy or being a nice
Mm,
girl. You know what I mean?
I think
Like
it's
yeah,
about being
it's
yeah.
so
disingenuous.
it's so double cross,
I think the
so
difference
double
between an
cross.
alpha and a
Like
beta is like being disingenuous.
And
Like an
and,
alpha will just do
and
whatever
that's
he wants because he thinks it's
disingenuous.
right,
Yeah,
but a beta will
For
disingenuous.
try
me, it's
and do things that he doesn't really need to do because he
That
thinks he needs to do it, and he's like,
exactly because he's
well,
trying to
for
be
me, for me, I
because
would
he's trying to
define
be
it.
likable or he's trying to be
yeah, yeah,
attractive
yeah,
or
yeah.
he's trying people to like him. You know what I
he's a
mean?
faker.
And I think that
For
exactly
me,
fakers.
it's a coward versus uh somebody who's scared. That's basically a beta male is a coward. Is a cowardly man. Is a man who's a coward, and an alpha male is a man who has courage. So he's willing to put himself on the line and risk everything. And that's for me is an alpha male. An alpha male is I'm willing to risk, no matter what I will lose in the between. I will risk. And the
Yeah,
beta is
Mm,
I'm a coward. I'm
but do
gonna
you
I
think
steal.
think
under that
I'm gonna cheat.
analogy, do you
I'm
think
gonna
under that
lie.
analogy, then Donald Trump would then be classified as a beta because he hasn't been willing to deliver his taxes?
no,
Because
no, no.
obviously he's
I
got some
think
dodgy business going on there. So surely that you could see that as a trait of him not being transparent. And we're saying that one of the most things that makes you the most masculine is being transparent and having that
no,
ability to have thick skin
I'm
and
trying to get the word for
no,
what I think it
I
is.
think
I
an
think it's
ultra alpha person just does whatever he wants because he thinks is the best thing to
No
do.
man, the alphas have been throughout the history. That's what an alpha man is. A man with courage. Even he know he can
mm,
lose. Even he has everything on
the
the
thing is
line.
that I don't like
I
the
can
I
word
lose,
think
but
courage.
I'm an
courage. Yeah,
alpha
I don't
male.
like the
Yeah.
word courage. I'm trying to look for the word
It
like
sounds
someone.
so woke and so I don't know, like slimy and
Not courage. No, no.
No, because I'm
It's
looking
like
at it in the sense of war. I'm looking at it in the sense of war.
yeah. But even in
Okay,
the sense of
you have to
war,
have an alpha and a
in the
beta
sense
in
of
the
war, like
you need to put him in
you're
the same. Or,
dude. Did you know that the
wait.
soldiers
I'm trying to
back in
find the
the
word,
day,
guys. Like the
their
word for
hands,
like.
What word are you trying to
their
find, David?
hands after a couple of years of fighting, they weren't able to use their hands anymore because
I know because they were always shot.
the grip of holding their weapon became so
Yes, yeah,
powerful
yeah,
that
yes, yes, yes,
soldiers couldn't write, they couldn't
yes, yes,
draw, they couldn't do anything that
yeah,
uses fine tuning because their hand was literally
yes,
like a stone, like a rock from holding. So
yeah,
when
yeah.
you take that into consideration and you think of the word courage, man, for me it's not so much courage. For me it's survival. It's the
Well, but that's the
ability
meaning
to
of the word. That's the meaning of the word. The
I'm
meaning
gonna
of the
have
word
What
Yeah,
is
word are you
I'm
trying
just
to
trying to
come up
find.
with, David? What's the definition of whatever
It's
you're trying?
like Robert E. Lee, right? He was a general for the Civil War in the States for the South. And this guy, after the war finished, the North, even though they were opposing to them, they gave him a bunch of accolades and a bunch of like respect because he was. What type of person is that? Oh man, it's such a simple
What's
word,
his
but I
name?
don't know. Robert E. Lee, but it won't come out. Like, don't Google him. I'm just trying to think of that word. It's like the opposite of being slimy or being like of playing dirty.
loyal.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Strength for courage, it's strength in the face of pain or grief. So you could say that anybody who goes to the gym has courage. or if they do, if they're hitting it,
If they're
if
going
they're
hard.
hitting it hard,
Yeah,
they've got courage.
yes, and that would be the hallmark of a beta.
So
Is not to have that.
you need courage.
Is not because that courage is
Yeah,
how
but
to
there's
say
a lot
is
of betas in the gym, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of betas in the gym.
curl is not is not an ethic. It's not a moral. Courage is how to say it's a something else. It's a different word. It's a trait. It's a trait in the personality, and
Yeah,
you learn how to have courage when you're young.
it also says the ability to do something that frightens one.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So taking
Yes,
risks could be
yes,
seen
yes,
as
yes.
having courage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
taking risk.
Yeah, yeah,
I
That's why.
guess
yeah.
Yeah, taking risk.
that's not too bad. I
And
guess.
So a
one of
beta
the
male will never
some
take
of the
risk.
best
A beta
some of the
male would
best
rather
soldiers.
lie, steal, and cheat than to take
Yeah,
risks.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
I've watched the documentary